This is Rock and Roll.
And now from WVOX Radio and host of tonight's episode, This is Rock and Roll, we have Mr. Dennis Dion Nardone.
Welcome. Yes. And hello, Mary.
Hi,
How are you?
Dennis.
You look wonderful. Look a beautiful color.
We match.
Yes, we match. This is Rock and Roll. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, my name is Dennis Dion Nardone, and this is a show that features the stars of the music world. And once again, tonight, Mary, what a great show. Guys from the Bronx, New York, and one of the biggest hits of all time. We got the fabulous Regents in the house, and I'm so excited once again to have them on the set. So let's say hello and bring them out. Here are the fabulous Regents, Ron Anthony, Bobby Falcone. Oh. And our good friend, of course, Sal Cadente. Sal, good seeing you, baby. Guys, take a seat. Let's get rocking and rolling, baby. Because the Regents are in the house. And nice to see you guys. Welcome. This is Rock and Roll. And so happy to have you guys. Can I put that over here like that?
Did we get a standing ovation or what?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to have you guys here, man. One of the biggest songs of all time in rock and roll, Barbara Ann.
Yes, you said about standing ovation? Didn't you see those four midgets out there? They were standing.
I missed it.
Well, anyway, welcome to the show, guys. And Ron Anthony, and of course Bobby Falcone, Sal Cadente. Sal, I want to start with you. You, besides you have a tremendous voice, you do a lot of songwriting. Didn't you write that song for Larry Chance, "I Love Christmas"?
I Love
or
Christmas,
part of it?
yes.
And you did almost like a whole album for him or something.
Mm-hmm.
You did a lot of writing.
Yeah, I wrote about 40 songs.
40 songs.
Yes.
Wow, more than Paul
Yes.
McCartney, man. I hear you. Anyway, really a pleasure and honor to have you guys here.
Pleasure to be here.
And so, Ron Anthony, how you feeling?
I
You
feel
look
good.
great.
I feel good.
Just came off a full house, Westchester Broadway Theater, singing Barbara Ann. You got a standing ovation just about a week or so ago. You had to feel very good about that.
Oh, yeah, sure. I felt great, and it's been a long time since I was there because we sang there, I don't know how many years ago, how many times with the Regents. So it was great to be back.
Yeah. Now, you and Bobby together, how many years with the Regents? 50? Close to 50?
Yeah, 40 something, probably. 69, I think we got together.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
When the Regents reformed, me, Snoopy, and Guy Valeri, who was the original lead singer of
The original lead
of the
singer,
song-
Guy
on the
Valeri.
song,
On the
right.
songs.
Now, who wrote the
Barbara
Barbara
Ann
Ann?
was written, there were two twin brothers. One sang with the group, and the other one wrote the song for their kid sister, Barbara Ann.
Well, that was the question because everyone always says, is there a real Barbara Ann?
Yes, there was, and she passed away a couple of years ago.
Freddie Fassett wrote the song.
What's that? She what?
Freddie Fassett wrote the song.
Oh, okay, good. And anyway, so tell me about Barbara Ann. I mean, there was a Barbara Ann. He wrote the song, and how did it come about? Did he just say, "Hey, I want to write a song about Barbara Ann," or it just came to say, do you know the logistics about that?
Well, in the studio, recording other material, he pulled a piece of paper out of his pocket and told all of us, "Hey, I got this song I wrote for my sister." So his brother said, "Okay, what do you got?" And he really couldn't sing, but whatever he sang, Guy Valeri
And Chuck.
cut him short. Whoa. Now, Guy Valeri knew his music.
Yeah.
He knew. and he put together the melody of what you hear today on the radio, and that's how it came to being.
All right, now let's start from the beginning. And once again, our guest is from the Regents. We got Ron Anthony, Bobby Falcone, and Sal Corrente. And let's talk about your background. You guys are all from the Bronx. Where did you grow up, Ron?
Fordham area,
Fordham area. And high school?
DeWitt Clinton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Always known for football.
Well, I went there because it was an all-boys school then, and I went there for sports. But I got thrown out.
Thrown out.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of doo-wop people got thrown out of high school. All they wanted to do was sing.
Sing. That's correct.
That's what they tell me, especially in the Bronx. Bobby Falcone, what part of the Bronx you from?
5 blocks from 187th Street, Clinton Avenue, between 181st, 182nd. And Guy lived around the corner, Guy Valeri, the original lead. We were friends right through from elementary school, kindergarten, right on through to Roosevelt.
Roosevelt High School.
Roosevelt High School.
Roosevelt
Fordham
produced
Road.
a lot of singers there, right? John Coos, Lenny Dell, right? Even Dion went there
Belmont's
for
little Dion,
a class or two
I
or
remember him
something,
there.
right? Sal Corrente, I tell you, you're a fine gentleman, great writer of music, great voice. Wrote a couple of songs for me on my radio show. From the Bronx?
Yonkers guy.
You born in Yonkers?
Born and raised in Yonkers, yeah.
Oh, well, that's all right. And
I-
of course, you're a retired
Retired police officer in
police
Yonkers.
officer. And I think we should note, Ron, that all these years you've been doing a lot of work with the kids and the youth of Yonkers Police Athletic League, keeping these kids off the street and things of that nature. A lot of work. So you should be commended for that kind of work.
We also trained a nice number of Golden Glove boxers over there,
Yes.
champs,
Champions.
champions.
34.
34.
34 champs. How about
And now
that?
you're retired as well, though, Bobby. With the
Yeah.
oh, okay. With New York City services. But anyway, good to have you guys. And let's go in your background. Now, Ronnie, you sang with a group called Tremonts, Runarounds.
Yeah,
Who
well,
else?
prior to that, I was with a group called the Echotones,
Echotones.
and we worked at a place in Manhattan called the Inwood Lounge. And I didn't know anything about show business, at the time.
Yeah.
So that's where it all started for me. And of course, I sang in the school plays. I had the lead role in a lot of school plays when I was in school.
Is that why you got kicked out?
Yeah.
And Bobby, were you part of Tremonts or the Runarounds, those groups back then?
No, I was with a group called the Idols. We started off from school, 17 years old, and recorded some things, Red Robin, and a whole bunch of things. And we moved on from there we became the Camerons, and we recorded Guardian Angel,
Oh, okay.
which was out there. It was supposed to be a big hit.
Yeah.
Felstead Record bought it right up because we sold quite a few thousand in the first week on the Murray Kay show, and it was supposed to be played for the month. And then Frank, what was it? I forgot. Ted Steele of Winds came on and said that we're not going to play any more rock and roll till Frank Sinatra called up. And of course, we're all waiting for Frank Sinatra to call up, and that was the end of the record.
That was the end of the record. Sal, one group I know you sang was the Dials out of Yonkers,
Yeah.
and Runarounds as well.
Yeah, after the Regents broke up, Luccichetti, who's my producer down there, asked me to become the lead singer of the Regents. So that's what we did, a couple of things.
All my guests on the show get an official This Is Rock and Roll cup. Mary, where'd Mary go?
Oh, that was nice.
We lost Mary. We'll find Mary. She'll bring out the cup.
That's okay. We can get them on the way out.
What is it going to cost us?
Oh, no, that's my guess. All right, let's run up first. We have a song by Sal. Sal, tell me what are we going to listen to?
This is the thing when I had an amateur group. I sang, you mentioned quite a few times,
Yeah.
I was in a lot of groups.
Yes.
This is one of the groups that I was in, and we auditioned for the Ted Mack Amateur Hour.
Ted Mack Amateur.
Yeah.
Wow, I remember. What year are we talking here? 60?
Well, we won it 3 times. So 68,
Oh, that lead,
70,
okay.
72.
All right, let's see
This
if
is one of the shows.
our good producers, by the way, Victor Sabatini, Tyrone Burkle, and Al Belfiore behind the scenes. Let's see if they could get that one up for us. Let's listen to Sal Corrente and Ted Mack Amateur Hour. Yes. Pennies from heaven. Yeah, very nice. Oh, very nice. Ted Mack Amateur. I wonder how many people out there remember that show.
And John,
And you won with that song?
three times, yeah.
Three
Three
times.
separate times. The name of the group was, I was a police officer at that time, Johnny Law and the Blue Coats.
Oh, okay. That's on your double album there with all your groups.
Yeah.
That would go over big today, huh?
All right, Barbara Ann came out what year?
61.
61. And top of the charts?
In New York, you know, national was 13.
Yeah. Yeah, but it brought you around the country performing.
We performed that we were talking about the other day. I think we missed 4 or 5 states, and we did Puerto
Really?
Rico and Canada and everything like that. No, we've been
Now-
all over the place.
Now, you guys have to be one of the most energetic rock and roll groups, doo-wop groups, whatever you want to label yourself, of all time. Because if you go to YouTube or any videos, you're doing splits, you're doing flips, energy galore. You remember those days, Ron?
Oh, I remember them. Listen, I could still do a split, but I can't get up.
No, that's it. But on a serious matter, you guys were not, besides great performers and singers and harmonization, you guys were showmen on the stage. And not too long ago, I remember people loved it. They loved when you guys danced. And so you guys got to be proud of that fact.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I think when we got back together in actually, the first gig was probably 1970. We started doing things which no other groups were doing at the time. Most of them were just standing there singing like that. So we started moving, started telling jokes, we started getting people on stage, and then we ended with Shout. It was always our big number and all.
Yeah.
And it got us to a lot of TV programs we did.
Yeah.
A whole list of them we got here.
My guest, ladies and gentlemen, this is Rock and Roll. Sal Corrente, great songwriter, many groups. Sang a little with the Belmonts too, didn't you, Sal?
Yeah, for about a couple of years, I've sat in with them.
And across from the fabulous Regents, Ron Anthony, Bobby Falcone, and we're a great honor to have you guys here. Let's go to another video, and I think this one should be the Grammys. You guys were on the Grammys in 1985, I believe it was?
88.
88 on the Grammys. National TV on the stage. I mean, you guys reached the top right there. So let's see, let's check out the video. Fabulous Regents, Ron Anthony, Bobby Falcone. Let's check out the monitor. Let's see the Regents.
Two on the TV.
Went to a dance, looking for romance. Saw Barbara Ann, so I thought I'd take a chance with Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann. Take my hand, oh Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann. Take my hand, you got me rocking and a rolling.
Oh, gosh, I forgot it.
Her nurse.
You need a claim number?
Her personal assistant.
Let me just grab a...
Her housekeeper. Her cook. Her accountant. When I started taking care of Mom, I didn't realize the challenge of playing so many roles. But above all, I'm still her daughter.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving to connect with experts and other caregivers. Together we can better care for ourselves and the ones we love.
Bring out some cups for our guest, Mary. There she is. The official, this is rock and roll cup.
It's ice cold water too. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Maybe one of our producers can get you some water.
That's it right now.
Anyway.
The harm was done.
Now, once again, around the country, performing, TV shows, you guys are just having a ball. This is, of course, Barbara Ann's bringing you around all over the place. Where else have you performed?
Well, we did the, what do you call the Fort Lauderdale reunion on the beach with Frankie Avalon and Connie Stevens.
Wow.
Yeah, that was spring break.
Yeah, that was really great. There's a lot of people on the show. It's a whole list of people there.
Yeah.
And then we did Las Vegas Caesar's Palace with Jerry Lewis. Flew us out
Telecom.
there. Geraldo Rivera show with Frankie Valli we did. And we did the Clint Holmes show, national hit thing over there. And we did live
Now,
from
what is
Atlantic
this one?
City.
This one looks like a
That
big
was
show.
Let's Rock Tonight from the Coconut Grove. And that was a big show. There were quite a few people on there and all. And they really knew how to do it. They did it right.
Martin Vandellas, Del Shannon. Wow. Mary Wells, one of my favorites. Mitch Ryder was on that show. Yeah. And Terry Luz Fabian. Wow. Little Peggy March. Gary U.S. Bonds. You guys are all on this show with you guys?
Benny King, the
Benny King?
Rivingtons,
And this is where? California?
Yes, Coconut Grove.
Coconut
in
Grove.
Hollywood, California.
Wow. Now, one of my favorite songs from the Regents, and I got to tell you, it grew on me, Run Around.
Well, Run Around, I think was a better recording than Barbara Ann. But Barbara Ann came out first, and Run Around was the second release. You know, and at that time, remember, we wanted to record, but the Regents name, there was personal reasons why we couldn't
Who
use
was
the name.
the guy at the time? Was the arranger there?
Milton DeLuge?
Milton
Now,
DeLuge.
Run Around, the song Run Around has nothing to do with the group Runarounds.
Well, we needed a name to record.
Okay.
And our producer, Lou Cicchetti, said, why don't you guys call yourselves the Runarounds after the record?
Okay, and Sal was in that group as well.
Yes.
And Sal, did you sing lead or background with it?
Yes.
You sang lead.
Sang the lead, yeah.
And what songs from the Runarounds did you guys sing? Do you remember? Did you record any songs back then with the Runarounds?
Yeah, we did Let Them Talk.
Let them talk.
It's Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Oh.
Hooray for Love.
And that's all on your double CD album.
Yeah.
How can someone get that? Because that is a great album. Of course, your wife calls me all the time on the radio show to play your songs. And that double album, how did we get it? Did I call you? Did a website?
you can call me.
Or call me on a radio show or
Yeah,
something?
that's the best bet.
And that's a great
That's the
double
best
album with all your different groups that you performed with. And what is the song your wife always loves for me to play? With you leading, that nice ballad.
I'm trying to think now. What the heck?
Call on Me?
She likes them all. No.
Well, anyway. All right, let's go to another video. And this is, I think, Runaround song that I kind of like. Let's go to this video. And once again, the Regents. And doing Runaround. And now, wait a minute. Before we do that video, this song was on Murray Decay or something, wasn't it? Wasn't it a pick of the week or pick of the night?
Well, yeah, it was. Quite a few songs
Right?
were on a Murray Decay
Wasn't it
show.
voted pick of the week that time?
No, I know what song you're talking about. Talking about Unbelievable by the Runarounds.
Oh, okay.
And Sal Correnti was on the lead on that.
Oh, okay. So that was Murray Decay pick of the week.
That is correct.
All right. But anyway, we're going to go to the video. Let's go to the monitor. Once again, the Regents doing Runaround.
Boom, 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 boom. Tired of your lies telling me that you're good when you're going out with guys from your own neighborhood. I got news for you and I'm not kidding around. Pack up your bags and get out of town. Run around, run around. Run, 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 run around.
just the guys that recorded Barbara Ann back in the day.
Gave you love and kisses, and I bought you a ring. What a love this is, you're ruining everything. I used to have a job, took me from town to town, but everywhere I went, this is what I found. Run around, run around, Ronnie, 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 run around, run around, Ronnie, 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 run around, run around, Ronnie, 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 boom, 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 boom. Yeah, gave you love and kisses, and I bought you a ring. But what a love this is, you're ruining everything. I used to have a job, took me from town to town, but everywhere I went, this is what I found. Run around, Ronnie, 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 run around, run around, Ronnie, 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 run around, run around, Ronnie, 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 boom, 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 boom.
Hey, we are back, and that is the fabulous Regents, a song called Run Around. And my guests, Ron Anthony, the Regents, Bobby Falcone, the Regents, and along with Sal Correnti, a fabulous performer, songwriter in his own right. My name's Dennis Dion Nardone. Now, we'll come to the end of the show, but I noticed on that 45 record, it said G Records, a division of Roulette Records.
Yes, a subsidiary, yes.
And
Yes.
Barbara Ann was on the same label?
Yes, G Records, yeah, through Roulette. Came out on Cousins label first.
Cousin label first.
First.
And that was great being on Roulette because Roulette Records never paid anybody. You could ask Joey D, you could ask them all. They never got paid.
It was great.
No one ever got paid.
Yeah, it was just like the empty cups we got here.
Yeah, the cups. We got the cup. We got to
I
fill it
know,
up
I
in the
love it.
mornings.
I love it. I love it. You know, Runaround was basically a lot of studio guys. And on the organ was Dave Baby Cortez from the Happy Organ hit record.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And on the drums was a jazz drummer, Panama Francis.
All right, now, you came out of so-called retirement, if you want to call it that, even though you have been singing, on stage a week or so ago. Can we see you and Bobby, the Regents, getting together for, can I put you on the spot? Say we're going to get, because I know
Excuse
people
me.
want to see you guys.
Put him on the spot. He almost
Once
fell off the
again,
chair.
easy. Yeah, I don't want to get you nervous, Bobby. Can we get the Regents back together, do a few
Who
songs?
knows? Who knows?
I have a couple.
How about one of my summer concerts? You guys come sing?
If
I
we're
have a
singing,
couple
we
of
will.
ideas in the back of my head.
Okay.
But we don't know if it's going to work or not, but they're there. The ideas are there.
Okay. Well, I know the audience, the people I know, people that you know would love to see you two guys, even with Sal right alongside you on stage,
That's right.
doing a few songs. And if we can put this together, we'd love to see it. So, anyway, I got to say thank you so very much for coming on. Great song, one of my top 10 songs of all time, Barbara Ann. It was so good the Beach Boys had to steal it. And it didn't get as high ranking as when the Regents did it. You know that, right?
And do you know that they never recognized, I read their book and all, they would never say the Regents, Barbara Ann, or Chuck Berry's song. They would never mention the names
No?
of the people.
Well, anyway.
Yeah.
Because they know the fabulous Regents with Barbara Ann first and a great song. And so keep on rocking, guys. Thank you so very much, Ron
Thank
Anthony.
you, and thank you for being a friend.
Fabulous, many, many years, delighting the audience with your performing and your singing. So many people admire you and respect you for, and you're a true gentleman. Bobby, thank
Pleasure.
you so very
Pleasure.
much. Many, many years, of course, what you did for the audience, singing, performing, and
Thank you.
your dedicated
Thank you.
service to New York City. Sal, everything you've done, trained the Golden Glove people, champions, kids of Yonkers, songwriting, singing, and of course, you wrote a couple of songs for me. I thank you so very much. And we're going to have the band go out with a few songs here. And as we go out, we say it's all the time we have for another show of This is Rock and Roll. And of course, our guest, thank you so very much. Thank you to BronxNet. Thank you to everyone behind the scenes. And my name is Dennis Dion Nardone. Saturday, Sunday morning is my oldies, WVOX 1460 AM on the radio. Tremont Avenue, that's where this Chestnut School is. Learning instruments, send your kids. And of course, we go out saying, God bless you. God bless the USA. Thank you so very much. Another episode of This is Rock and Roll.
I can't answer the phone right now. Leave me a message and I'll call you back.
I know she's out there, I know it's true. She's probably dancing and feeling good. She's probably drinking, she must be flirting. She's got me worried, and that's no good. No, 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 the city girl took the chance with the BX girl. No, 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 the city girl took the chance with the BX girl. This girl is hot, this girl is fine, this girl is tougher than the ones I left behind. This girl is wild, she's really loud. When the party starts, you know she'll be around. No, 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 the city girl took the chance with the BX girl. No, 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 the city girl took the chance with the BX girl. She pulls her car up, opens up the door. She's still a lady, and that's for sure. Her clothes are tight, she looks so right. If the guys are looking, there'll be a fight. No, 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 the city girl took the chance with the BX girl. No, 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 the city girl took the chance with the BX girl.
I see what you're doing out there. I see those moves you're making. I'm here to let you know, baby, cause I'm the one. So my name is Vic and I'm really slick. And I hold my realists and I do them really quick. When I'm on the job, putting on the show, cause I'm looking mold out like another Rambo.
Hey Al, I got an idea.